Alright, welcome. This unth past question. This is for the year 2014. In this video, I'll try as much as possible. This for the year 2014. You could see unth School of Nursing past questions and answer. So this is an extract. Although this extract was initially this question here belongs to WAEC, NECO, and JAMB. It's still same question, no difference. But I want to treat this one separately for those students who would be like, sir, this one, I'll complete it in a minute. So this is the chemistry. In the next series of videos, I'll complete the chemistry, then we'll hop on to physics and the biology. Let's run. In the reaction, then the English. In the reaction, then the maths. In the reaction between sodium hydroxide, NaOH, this is a calculation question. These questions have been solved on the WIN channel. If you're not on the WIN channel yet, you could request the link. These questions have been solved there, so I'm not going to deal with the calculations, just the theoretical part. Theory number 22. A small quantity of solid ammonium chloride was gently heated in a test tube. The solid gradually disappeared to produce a mixture of two gases. Later, a white cloudy deposit was observed on the collar part of the test tube. The ammonium chloride is said to be, the answer is option B, sublimation. This is directly a JAM question from the year 1978. I keep sounding it. If you get WAEC question, if you get JAM question or NECO questions, now the same thing that they bring for literally almost all entrance exam. Just that some universities might infuse their cheap 100 level questions, like their easy 100 level questions, maybe 3 or 4 or 5. But if you can practice this one, you would get 90% plus. That's what they bring, is O level. So 22 is option B. Element P, Q, R, S have 6. This one talking about pH now. Okay, electrons respectively, sorry. Therefore, now here's this thing. A will form an electrovalent compound. Now note, this one, S, would likely form an electrovalent compound. So let's see. You'd see option D. Q will form an electrovalent compound. Let's see, Q is P is 6, Abi. Q is 11. So let me see the options. Q will form an electrovalent bond with S. Option D is correct. If they are turn it and say S will form an electrovalent bond with Q, is correct. Don't forget say S now chlorine. And what about Q here now sodium? So sodium chloride, 11 and 17 form electrovalent bond. Alright, number 23 is option D. Q, which is sodium, would form electrovalent bond with S, which is chlorine, sodium chloride. 24. An element forms the following compound with chlorine: NCl4, XCl. This is supposed to be X, not N. XCl4, XCl3, and XCl2. You might say, how do you know it? Well, I'm just telling you that's the correct one. It's not N. This illustrates the law of dash. This illustrates the law of multiple proportion, option A. 25. The oxidation state of chlorine in potassium chlorate. This has also been solved on the WIN channel. You could visit it. 26. When carbon dioxide, CO2, is bubbled into lime water, a white precipitate is formed. If the passage of the gas is continued, the precipitate disappears. The reason for this is let me see, the calcium carbonate that is formed, which on further reaction would form with carbon dioxide, will form soluble calcium hydrogen carbonate. Option C. 26 is option C. Calcium carbonate is first formed. Then when you bubble more CO2 with further CO2, it will now form calcium hydrogen carbonate. That one, they milky. That one, they like water, transparent. Okay. The following reactions are stages. In important industrial processes. This is not well written. This is not well typed out. Which of the above reaction is favored by? This here is not well written. I wouldn't want to tackle it. But I know the question, but it's not well written. I wouldn't want to just pick answer. It's not well written. It will be difficult for somebody to actually understand the chemical equations written here. Methanoic acid. First, what do you need to know about methanoic acid? It's a weak acid. It's a weak organic acid or weak carboxylic acid. Mixes with water in all proportion and has about the same boiling point as water. Which of the following method can be used to obtain pure water from a mixture of sand, water, and methanoic acid? Neutralization with sodium hydroxide followed by not filtration. It should be distillation. 28 is option fractional distillation. neutralization with sodium hydroxide followed by distillation. Option C. 28 is option C. It can't be option. It can't be. Let me see. Option. Filtration followed by activation. It can never be filtration followed by activation. Okay. 28 is option C. Disregard any wrong answer picked there. 29. Which of the following statement applies during the electrolysis of sodium hydroxide solution using platinum electrode? Which of these following apply? Okay, let's see. The ions are discharged at the anode. Ions are discharged at the cathode. Anions are discharged at the cathode. The concentration of sodium hydroxide increases at the cathode only. The concentration of sodium hydroxide increases at the anode only. Number 29, you have hydrogen ions are discharged at the anode. 30. Which of the following, I think that statement is which of the following should not be true. Which of the following statement applies during electrolysis of sodium hydroxide solution using platinum? Hydrogen ions are distributed at the anode. It's watch time. Which of the following statement is true? When the potassium atom forms its ion, when it forms ion, do not forget potassium is positive, meaning it will lose an electron. It will lose an electron. 30. Let's go through question 30. Question 30 is it will lose an electron and achieve the electronic configuration of argon. It's option C. It achieves electronic configuration of argon. You know potassium is 19. When it becomes charged, since it's this K plus, that K plus meaning say 1 inside the 19 don't lose. So it will become 18. On heating under suitable condition, 1 liter of monoatomic gas combines with 1.5 liter of oxygen. What is the formula? This one has been solved to on the channel empirical formula. If 1 liter of this question 2 has been solved on the channel, yeah, this question has been solved on the channel. That's number 32. A solution of HCl contains 7.3 grams per dm cube of an acid. What volume? This also has been solved on the channel. Which one of the following reaction is correct as written? These reactions are not well written, so it will take a whole lot of time. Example, here's how they are writing. Is it FeCl? Is it supposed to be? Is it FeCl2? And here is this thing an L? I'll disregard that one. How many grams of hydrogen gas will be liberated when 6 grams of magnesium? This also has been solved on the channel. This question is repeated a lot. I came across this similar question. Uniport past questions too. It's repeated. The same thing. A jam gets this question. I then first form. An example of a strong electrolyte is in this case it is, let's see, sodium formate. It can't be formic acid. Sodium formate. 36, sodium formate. 37, the oxidation state of this has been solved on the channel. 38, for iron to rust, 2 things must be involved: oxygen and moisture. So option D. 38 is option D. 39, the mass number of an atom is, the options were not even completely given here. The definition of the mass number is actually the number of proton and neutron in the atom. Option 39, the answer is not given here. 40, sodium and potassium belong to the same group of periodic table. This is because they possess identical configuration. We could go with similar identical configuration, option A. Similar identical configuration. And that's where we'll stop for this video. We'll go over to the next video. I think each of the questions here are about 20 questions each. After going through this video, I would like you to also cross-check it, so you see probably there are some places where they pick the wrong answer, so you make corrections and don't go and waste your time cramming what is not right. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Do not forget, I said sodium formate, not formic acid. Formic acid is an organic compound. Organic, ethanol, organic, ethyl acetate, organic. The one that is having a bit of electronegativity in it is sodium. Sorry, electropositivity in it is sodium. You remember, sodium is an electropositive metal. Don't forget that one. So it will naturally conduct more. It will naturally have a strong electrolyte than those without electropositivity. So what are electropositivity elements or metals? Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, iron, zinc, tin, lead, just like that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. If you have a question, you could drop it on the comment section. If probably there's a part that you contest with, or you're not clear with, or you want more explanation, reach out to us on our WhatsApp group. Also note that we run a paid class, just a tiny fee for the session, for the couple of days you complete these items. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.